great. Super great.
Good job. Good job. Keep it up.
You are awesome. Okay, we love you. See you next one. Okay, bye.
So going into this race, I was concerned with my last race. It was only 2 months ago, and that was my first 100. And it took a long time to recover. I had some aches and pains and kind of kept making excuses to not run. And long runs were just really hard to do, so I felt like I wasn't prepared for this Willapa race at all. I didn't get in very much training. During the training block leading up to Willapa, my longest run was about 10.5 miles.
You have 6 miles to McCaskill Road, which is not crewed, right? So you won't see us there. And then there's an additional 8 miles to Adna. So you have to do 14 miles before you see us.
Okay.
And then it looks like you're gonna go out 3 miles or maybe a mile and a half and turn around because it's Adna and then Adna.
Okay.
It basically has you go east and turn around, and then you're probably going to go the opposite direction, west,
And then turn around.
and then turn
come back.
and then come back.
Let us take a moment to just bask in this. I don't know how many people live here or how many people are like from out of town or whatnot, but for like the past week we have been inundated with ridiculous rain. You guys should be thankful you're not going to Raymond because cars are literally floating down the highway now. And this is just phenomenal. I cannot believe we lucked out. Like, it's going to be like this the whole time for the 100 milers too. You guys have no idea how lucky you are. Of course, now that I said that, y'all are going to get dumped on in 5 minutes, so.
At the Willapa 100, I wanted to accomplish being the #1 female finishing. That was the main goal.
Kelly just took off. She's headed to an uncrewed aid station first. She has 6 miles. We're going to see her at mile 14. So in between the uncrewed and when we'll see her, she's got an additional 8 miles to go. So we're heading there now, and then we're going to wait a little bit. We'll see her at 14 miles. So obviously all these races, like the goal is to win, right? And we make it a thing, you know, we race all the way to the finish line. And I have this habit of scrolling through everyone else in the race, and there's one gal here who is kind of neck and neck with Kelly's times. And, you know, for 2 people like that, the race really isn't going to start till probably like mile 70 when they start kind of battling it out, as long as no one gets injured before that. I'm really excited to see what happens. Obviously I'm pulling for Kelly, and if Kelly can take her, I think she's going to win. So, let's see. And I plan on pacing Kelly at mile 60, so hopefully I can lift her spirits up a little bit. Formula 369, which is just carb mix. The nice thing about it, which I didn't think was nice at first, is that it comes in bulk and doesn't come in individual servings. But the nice thing about that is I require more of this per hour than she does, so we can mix our own batch instead of having what comes in the serving size. When I use it, I use 3 scoops of it, so I get 90 grams of carbs per hour, 600 milligrams of sodium, and 360 calories per hour. Women naturally burn less calories per hour, so she uses 2 scoops. 240 calories an hour, and 60 grams of carbs an hour.
Doing great. I think I'm warmed up now.
Nice. You're cooking.
Trying to. For this race, I felt a bit of discomfort quite early on in the race. It was about mile 7. I felt a little bit discomforted, but I still pushed on. And then roughly mile 30, I think it was, I was kind of having a rough time. I was getting a little down. My pace had started slowing down a little bit. But I knew that if I got to the next aid station that Taylor could run with me, and that helped a lot.
You're doing great. You're doing super great. Super great. Super great.
Good job. Keep it up.
You are awesome. Yeah. Okay, we love you. See you next one. Okay, bye.
So the first part of the race, I was running with a girl named Katie, and we were running for quite a long time together, and I was a bit worried. She looked super strong. I was concerned about Katie. There was a moment I started pulling away, but in my brain I kept telling myself I have to keep going and keep pulling away, because if not, she might have a really good kick or a second wind somewhere in there, and when I'm feeling down, she's gonna pass me.
Okay. Well, you can tell me what you need.
Okay.
But I would need to know now so I can get ready.
You wanna run a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to get ready for that. Okay, love you.
I love you too.
Goodbye. So I just talked to Kelly on the phone. She's doing really good. She was at mile 27, I think, and she should be here in about 15 minutes. She says she's bored and wants to know if I want to do a shakeout run with her. So my 40 miles, I think it's going to be 50 miles. Because I said yes.
How you doing?
Doing okay.
Ready for a running, buddy?
Yes, please.
Are you hurting you?
A little bit. But it's so normal. So the plan going into the race is Taylor, my boyfriend, my everything, is going to be my pacer about mile 60 for the last 40 miles. But in this race, you could have a pacer after 30 miles. I was running by myself for a little bit, 25, 26-ish miles, and I called Taylor and I asked him if he wanted to pace me a little early, at least for the next section, just so I can have some company and peace of mind and somebody to just chit-chat with while I run. So I did. I called him, and of course he said, yeah, I'll get ready.
Good. How you feel?
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
You want to sit down and do feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I slowed down a lot, so I'm very nervous.
Which is good.
I could have sold my toenail.
Oh, you did. Okay, there's second place female. How's the formula, baby?
Running with him, that section, the 9 miles, was definitely great. It kind of boosted my spirits up a bit, kind of recharged my battery. You know, he even told me there's little time to walk here. You got to keep moving. And I listened to him, and every time I just said, okay, kept moving. And I really think that if he didn't run with me in that section, I probably would have taken a little extra time and walked. I got the sweetest guy, and he's facing me, and it's the best thing ever. Couldn't ask for better.
Well,
We're on an adventure.
apparently, it's hilarious.
Whoa.
Holy crap! That's a live beehive. Get out of there, baby. You just put your hand on it and one of them flew out. Be careful on your way back through with that. They don't seem very aggressive, but... You need my help? You want me to go first? I got it, go ahead. A trail plug.
Whoa.
With a beehive. Never seen that before. You just put your hand on it like, hey guys, little hand rest.
Taylor and I came into that aid station at mile 40. I felt a bit recharged and just wanted to get out of that aid station as quickly as possible.
K is water.
Please straight water.
Thanks. You put K for water.
Kelly, what's your number, 18?
Yeah.
18.
The only time I eat bananas.
Okay, love you, bye.
Leaving that aid station, I saw Katie. She was about 10 seconds behind me. That made me nervous.
How was that?
Good.
How's she doing?
Good. She's strong mentally. Yeah, 3 or 4 like 10-second walks, and then just the bare minimum. But she's at, what is she at, 41?
Yeah.
So Al will be 50.
Yes.
Travis is flying.
He's flying.
Yeah. Yeah, by the time we got here,
He's 20 minutes ahead.
15 minutes later,
He's more than 20 minutes ahead.
7 years now on this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait for our
Told myself in that stretch that I couldn't stop. I had to just keep running. There was no time for walking. I took no breaks at all. Just kept going. In my head, I just said that she's right behind me, and if I stop or slow down, she's going to pass me, and that'll be it. Ran into mile 50 feeling so happy and so great. I was just kind of loving life. I don't know what happened. Kind of flipped a switch, I guess. I think what happened in that point is I was just thinking about how happy I was in life. That's what happened. I just have the greatest boyfriend ever. I'm still able to run long distances. You know, I have a loving family. I had, you know, Taylor's family there to support me. Everyone was just so happy too, and in that point of me running, I just got into that kind of zone where you're just so grateful in life. I think that's why I love running, and that's why I just kept going in that part, because that's just what keeps you going in running. But yeah, I ran into mile 50 feeling so happy and ready to switch my water bottles out and just keep going.
back up.
She's a machine.
I did look at the times for that race and saw that I could probably set a course record, kind of put that in my head, and decided to do it. Going into this race, I did look at the times to see who all was racing and to see where we all fit. This girl, Emily, it looked like from her past races and my races, we were at that same level. Me leaving the 50-mile mark, getting that message that I was 25 minutes away from Katie, well, during that time, Emily, the girl I was really worried about, had just passed Katie. They came into that aid station about the same time. So I had 25 minutes on Emily, 25 minutes on Katie, and I needed to run.
Kelly just came through the Al and Olive Cafe, which is the 50-mile point. It's the halfway point of the race. And she looks like a beast right now. And it's weird how you have these ups and downs in these races. You kind of like, you're like falling apart and then you kind of come back from the dead. And right now she looks really strong. So what we're doing now, the course is different this year. We're just going to repeat the course exactly. So it's 50-mile course and repeated. So she's going to do the exact same course she just did this morning. We are at the Adna Grange. This is the 64-mile stop. Kelly's going to pick me up here. I'm going to run the rest of the race with her. This is Hunter. He's been behind the camera the whole time. Filming this awesome film. So I know Kelly, I think, is still holding her place, and we're gonna fight hard. We got, when she's here, she's almost here, about 37 miles to the finish.
Doing all right. Doing all right.
This is my mom, and
That's your dad.
my dad's behind us. And they helped crew Kelly do this 100. They're going to crew me too for the last bit of Kelly's race, but
Yeah.
mainly here for Kelly, which is awesome.
We love her.
And yeah, they crew all my stupid races.
We love him.
But yeah, all right, cool.
Let's talk about your pants now.
So these pants,
Love these pants.
they've got a Kevlar patch on here, so in case you strike them with your crampon, you don't put a hole in them.
Oh, really? That's
And they're warm.
I got into the aid station at mile 64, tried to get in and out like I usually do quickly, and then I got to pick up Taylor again. So there was a 3-mile out and back after the 64-mile aid station. During that 3-mile out and back, I saw Emily on my way back and realized she was a lot closer than I wanted her to be for my comfort. She had gained on me about 6 minutes, made me a bit nervous. Made me kind of start picking it up a little bit more and getting into gear again.
The thing about being a quality pacer is you pretty much have to be invincible no matter what. And like whether you are or you're not, you keep it to yourself, because the person that you're with, it's your job to make sure that you're feeding yourself during the day, making sure you're not beat up, and then you're able to perform whatever pacing duty you have, especially when it's a loved one. Like Kelly is on the course asking me constantly about all my injuries and how I'm doing, and like all she's supposed to be doing is focusing on, you know, moving forward. And she's like, how is your knee? How's your foot? How are your hips? And I'm like, perfect all the time. Like, of course they're beat up, you know, and she knows that, but it's just funny, you know, and when you take a job like that, you have to be able to just perform, right? So, and that's usually why like a pacer wouldn't pace longer than maybe 40 miles or so, so that they can be always more capable than their runner. So they can always be next to the runner and always be able to help them if something were to happen, and push them and be of mental sound mind to always be there for them. But if you were to pace longer than that, you might fall apart, especially if you're training with an athlete that trains a lot more than the pacer, which happens. Like, it's totally normal for the pacer to get left behind, and that's totally acceptable. Like, if the runner can go, that's awesome. But Kelly planned to have me pace her for 40 miles of this race, but she was a little beat up a little bit early on, so I paced an extra 9.5. So we're gonna do roughly 50, which is fine for me. And I think that really helped her. She told me through that section she would have walked more if I wasn't with her. And she had second place right on her tail. Now she gapped second place with a 25-minute lead now, and she was maybe 10 seconds. We're gonna have to earn it, but Kelly's strong, and she's really strong up here, and that's what counts. So we're gonna fight for it.
So we left the mile 67 aid station, and I was running with Taylor, and I had about 14 miles until I saw my crew again. I knew I had to keep pushing and just keep running. There were some rough moments, but luckily Taylor was there, and he kept telling me I had to keep going. And he's like, you know, you should be right here, like, keep going. And he'd make sure I was still pushing, which I'm really grateful for. I think if he wasn't there, I probably would have walked a lot more than I wanted to. My legs were hurting bad. They were feeling quite heavy in that stretch. I was relying on my crew to tell me when Emily came into the aid stations, but this next stretch between mile 67 and the next aid station was 14 miles. So I had no clue on how fast she was going, how much she could gain on me. Last I knew of her is when she came in. The last time she looked pretty strong. I was nervous. So I just knew that I needed to keep listening to Taylor and keep pushing forward and keep moving. These ladies are all pretty strong out here.
So we're past mile 70, and this is kind of where the race begins. And that's definitely true this time. There's 3 strong females really close to each other, and right now Kelly has the lead. And you know, it doesn't happen a lot, but everyone signs up and wants to win, and that's what we want to have happen right now. We're gonna do everything we can to make that happen. We had a 25-minute gap on second place, and then she narrowed it and to 18, and then we found that out, so we pushed and we widened that gap to 22 minutes. And so now we aren't going to know until we have to go 14 miles before we see our crew, and they'll be able to tell us where second place is. So, and she looks strong, but you have these crazy ups and downs in these races, and Kelly's still really strong too. We're fighting. We're gonna do it. She's the strongest person I know. I love you too. So, but it's a good race. It's, you know, we race all the way to the end. We gotta fight for it. We gotta earn it. And that's what we're here to do. So we're gonna do it, baby. All right.
So I hit the next aid station at mile 81 at Owl and Olive Cafe. I was really concerned that Emily gained a lot on me, and I just felt like she was still going to keep gaining on me. That moment I hit Owl and Olive Cafe, I quickly got in and out as fast as possible, grabbed what I needed, and went out to keep pushing the miles.
We just passed the 14 miles span, so we talked to our crew. We left them 22 minutes ago, which was our gap the last time we checked. Second place female has not come in yet, so we are at least 22 minutes ahead. So we have widened the gap, and we have 17 miles left. We have 8 miles somewhat uphill, and then we have 9 miles downhill to the finish line. And Kelly's gonna set a course record for the females, and she's gonna place first, and she's gonna PR her 100. She's amazing.
The last thing I knew was at the last aid station, there was an 18-minute gap between Emily and I. Taylor was keeping track of the time after we left Owl and Olive Cafe. At 18 minutes, he said there's no message from our crew yet that she came in. It wasn't until 11 p.m., which was an hour, that they were leaving the cafe to go to the next aid station, and they said no female has come in yet. So I gapped the girls by at least an hour at that point.
We just got an update from our crew. They were wondering if they should wait at that aid station and see if second place comes in, and I said, can you please wait till 11, because that would mean that we know we have a 1 hour gap. Because you remember last we knew we had a 22-minute gap, so we have extended the gap to at least 1 hour because we have not heard from our crew yet. And I have cell service.
But
Yep.
because I'm a little blown up.
Yep.
Even though we have 1 hour gap, I think I've only done 4 miles with 1 hour gap.
Yeah.
So I do need to get moving.
Yeah. Kelly's hurting, but we're not out. She's a beast. So we're gonna push as hard as we can, and then the last 9 miles is downhill. We're gonna do what we can to make every second count. So we went from a 22-minute gap to at least a 1 hour plus gap. Past Gap Berry. Yeah, we gotta keep moving because we still have what do we have? We have slightly under 15 miles, and we slowed up way down. Maybe she strategically is not going as slow as us, but just slowed down so she wouldn't blow up. 4 mile gap is not enough to put it in the bag, but we're gonna keep charging.
Going to the last aid station, it was a bit uphill. I struggled with it. I did have some really big walking moments. I really wanted to stop. My knees were really painful. Taylor was the best pacer. He would tell me to keep moving. After a bit of running, he would be like, okay, we can walk now, and just for a minute, and then keep moving. It's still the race period, so anything can happen. Just because we knew that no girl had come in within the hour, anything could still happen. And so I just kept pushing through that uphill and knew that the last 9 miles were downhill. I don't think I could have pushed through as best as I did if Taylor wasn't there. So he's a pretty great pacer. So I hit the last aid station at Rock Creek, went in, went out as fast as possible, and I still knew that I had probably about an hour gap between the girls, but I had 9 miles left. Anything could still happen. On my way back, I see this girl that I never saw during the race, and she was in second place, and I had no idea who she was. But that made me nervous. That made me so nervous. I just thought, wow, she had a strategic plan coming into this, and she's gonna kick my butt. Told Taylor, I was like, we gotta go. He told me we have to go. We worked so hard to keep this position the whole time, and we really need to keep pushing it. So that's what we did. So I think it was about a half a mile out. They had these red lights in the distance, and you just saw this blinking red light. When I saw that, I just knew the finish line was right there. Started running, picking up the pace, and then from a distance, I hear Taylor's mom, Kearin, just yelling at us, you know, woo! She sees our lights from a distance, and that just fires me up. And I just wanted to finish, and I wanted to finish hard, and to run into that finish line, you know, as fast as my legs could possibly go at that moment. And it's just funny how your mind just flips a switch, and I had all these like weird pains the last 10 miles, and all of a sudden it was like, just get those legs going and go as fast as I could to finish. So that's what I did. And I felt like I had a really good finish.
Okay, here's Kelly. She's about to finish the Willapa 100 as first place female. She also PR'd her 100-mile time and set the Willapa 100 women's course record. Number 18.
18!
Welcome in.
You did it! Oh, honey.
My number one goal here was to win the race, number one female, and that was the plan all along. And I know the girls that I ran with, they were strong, and they really pushed me to keep going and keep trying, and to keep that first place throughout the whole race. And I crossed that finish line first. But the time that I got, I think it has to do with the other ladies. They really pushed me. The girl that came out of nowhere that wasn't even on my radar really got me moving again. And I had to finish, and finish first for the mug.
You got something?
Yeah.
Thank you. Receive the belt buckle and choices. Oh, we get some shoes? That's so cool. That's great. What do you think? Do you have any opinions on this? Oh, these are so cute.
So these are the buckles.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'd actually wear these ones. Whoa. This race had some really amazing goodies for the first place finishers. They got a wonderful handmade mug. It's pretty amazing. I was super excited for this mug. I think at mile 50, when I had that moment of thinking that maybe I should stop, I did think about the mug. And I kind of really wanted it. I've already had my tea and my coffee in this mug, and it will be my daily mug for a while. Cheers to that. And look at this amazing belt buckle. Super cool, super handmade. A lady named Ruth Kennedy made it. I think that's just amazing. Quite beautiful. And then we got a medal, a medallion, also handmade. So many options. How can you make a choice after you run? This one looks nice. Quite beautiful. I think I'll turn this one into a Christmas ornament. 'Tis the season. Merry Christmas. I couldn't have asked for a better pacer. My boyfriend, my everything. The guy that got me into running these crazy 100-milers. He really supported me, I think, the best way possible. He knew when I needed some comfort. He knew when I needed a push. He said the right words I needed to hear. Kept telling me I'm so strong. And he was great. He believed in me, I think, in some of the parts in this race that I didn't have it in myself to. I knew no matter what I could keep going, but if I was running at some of the areas by myself, I think I would have slowed down tremendously if he wasn't there. And he just knew the right ways to push me and to know that I can do better. Taylor's parents, Kearin and Wayne, they were just amazing. Every aid station that I went into, they already had my bottles ready. Half the time I didn't even have to put them in or take them out. Kearin was always like, the right side's water, left side's your formula or carbs. And Wayne was always supportive, keep telling me to keep going, doing great, got all the hugs. I remember Kearin just telling me, is there anything else you need? And I just said, just a hug, and went running some more. So I couldn't have done it without them. They were such a phenomenal crew, and hope to have them for the next race. I need another mug next year. Bye.
You're probably wondering who is filming all of this. It is I, Hunter, the cameraman, the one often not seen, but I am also here. I had to put myself in this video, even though it won't make it in the film. Kelly, you got this. I, myself, am an experienced and seasoned ultra runner, minus the ultra and the runner piece. Here comes Taylor.
Alright. Got the mobile command station fueled up.